that South Africans think is that Americans are rich. All Americans are rich.
Everyone, it's your boy LJ with the one and only, my lovely wife, Lady Siza shit in the building. Yes, you know we're about that vibe each and every week. You know what I'm saying? You know you got us, so we like to jump right in with welcome to Sunday Funday, where we're all about learning, being informative, and having fun. Yes, I'm gonna pass it over to my wife, and we're gonna jump start. We're gonna get a kick off. What's popping? So what's popping?
Well, you like to pass it on to me. But anyways, so what's popping this week? Like we promised last week, if you have not watched that video, please do go ahead and watch it, where we spoke about myths Americans have about South Africans. So this week, we're
going to reverse it. Twist. We're going to twist it. With a twist.
Flipping the script.
Flipping the script.
Yes, and we're going to be talking about what South Africans think about Americans. Yes. So, so we're going to go right ahead and mention. So before we do that, disclaimer, this is our personal experiences. Last week's video as well as this week's video. We are not saying that everybody thinks this before you bite our heads off. We are just talking about people, what we've experienced generally and what we've heard other people experience that we know generally. It does not mean that everybody is covered with the same blanket. Okay, we got that out of the way now?
Yes, we got it out of the way, okay.
Let's get to it. So I think that South Africans think is that Americans are rich. All Americans are rich. Because of that, everybody's driving a big car and everybody has a big house. How true is that, mister?
Yeah, well, everyone's not rich. Everyone don't drive big cars, and so no, that's not true.
That's not true. And the
true.
reason I think this assumption is there is because of the movies.
And the music videos.
Right, and because most South Africans consume a lot of American content, so what's portrayed out there, Americans are doing so well.
Yeah, they live
no poverty.
Everyone living that soft life, right? Yeah, not true. Everyone's
and
not.
hence, when you say I live in America or I'm going to America, people will be like, "Oh my God,
you made
it!" Nah.
It's like going to Cape Town.
Not really, because there's people in Cape Town, but it's like you made it. Oh my God! So not necessarily. We don't live in a big house. Well, we plan on living in a big house, but right now we don't. We live in an apartment.
Yes.
In South Africa, that's known as a flat.
A flat.
Yeah, and in Britain, it's called a flat.
Okay, apartment called a flat.
Yeah, and I'm the one who drives the big car. Who's the South African in this household? Who drives a small car. So they have small cars. Yes, majority of the cars that you see on roads will be big cars, which they call trucks. No, it's not a truck. That's
It's an SUV.
SUVs. You guys call them trucks. That's a topic for another day. Why big cars are called trucks? My car is called a truck, and it's far from a truck. It's a car.
It's a car. It's a wagon.
It's a wagon. Yeah. I don't know why they say it's a wagon. In my mind, wagons are those things that pull horses. Those are wagons. Anyways, let them think what they think.
But you have a luxury wagon. Because the kind of car you have is more luxury.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why does it have to be even called a wagon? Because it's not a wagon.
Because it's big.
Yeah, because even when I go to car washes, I pay more because my car is big.
Yeah, it's big.
Which sucks. Anyway. So.
But no, they don't have big houses.
Yeah, they have.
Not everyone anyway. Not everyone.
Yeah,
not everyone.
But majority, would you say, people prefer big cars over small cars?
Yes.
Because in England, it's the other way around. In England, people drive smaller cars because I think the roads are smaller.
Mm-hmm.
In America, the roads I think are a bit.
A little while. That's the
Not really.
Not really.
When
it's
you
the
go,
same size,
when you're within the city, like within townships and the hood and stuff like that, the roads are really small and people park on the roads.
Yeah,
so you need to know what.
It will be bigger if nobody parked on the road.
I guess.
Yeah, but because people park on the street, yes. Everyone don't have a driveway.
Not everyone has a driveway.
Yeah, everyone. So that's another thing too. You probably think everyone have big houses with a driveway. Not everyone have a driveway, so you do park on the street. So even when I went to South Africa, you didn't really see people park on the street. So that could be like a culture shock, because you were thinking like, oh man, you would see people park on the street because, on the sidewalk, on the street with a curve, y'all call it a curve, right?
No, pavement.
Pavement. What we call a curve? Well, on a curve, you got people park in the street, but next to the curve. So instead of it being a whole road, it's sharing where cars are parked. Yeah.
And you need to really know how to parallel park in America.
Yeah, you gotta know how to parallel park. Yeah, you gotta know how to parallel park because of the parked cars. You park on the street, or another one is even in our parking garage. They had that when you had to back into parking spaces. Yeah. But park on the street. But not everyone have a driveway. We covered this. Not everyone have a driveway. Not everyone have big houses. Not everyone is rich.
Yeah.
Not everyone is rich. In the houses, yes, we have apartments. Yes, people live under the bridge too. That's not funny though. That's not funny. We got people that live on the bridge. We got people that live in the tent. Y'all call it. Tent. Some people might, they have huts.
We have a lot of caravan homes as well.
A lot of what?
Caravans.
Yes, SUVs, the caravan homes. Yes, you got a lot of people. Because a lot of times people like to, live out of their van, so they fix something.
They're homeless, not because.
What you talking about caravans?
Caravans. What are caravans?
They're not homeless.
No, I'm saying people who live in their cars are homeless.
Okay, yes, you got people living like. But I was thinking you talking about like caravans. People
what's a caravan? The one that you pull if you're going like most people when they go camping and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, caravans or RVs. So yeah, some people live in there. Some people don't want a house. They live in there. They got these people that live in RVs got money because RVs are expensive. But yeah, some people live in their caravans and RVs because they like to travel.
They don't want to pay taxes.
And they don't. Yeah. You still pay taxes. You ain't getting away with that.
So living in an RV and an RV, you don't have to pay.
If you work, you pay taxes.
Property tax?
Yeah, you work. No, not property tax, but you work, you pay taxes.
Anyways, moving on. That there's celebrities everywhere. Oh my God! Have you seen Beyonce?
Kanye West.
Yeah, all those.
Keanu Reeves, Oprah.
Yeah, say hi to Oprah for me.
Barack Obama.
I wish. Tyler Perry.
Steve Harvey.
All of the above. Unfortunately, I've not seen not one.
Not one.
Only one.
The closest you probably see if you go to the show. But you ain't touching it really.
No, you just
you're just watching them.
Yeah, but mostly maybe even in cities where most celebrities live, you might be lucky enough to bump into one. Because if I would say to you, have you seen your local South African celebrities? The answer is no, because you don't live among them, you don't live with them. Abo Kanyimbao, Abo I don't know who's the South African celebrities is. Yes. But it's the same thing here. So likely, if you live in Sandton, you might bump into a South African celebrity. So in America, if you live in maybe Hollywood, California.
Yes. If you live in Hollywood, you might bump into more. They be out.
I bumped into a few when I went to visit California many years ago.
Yeah, they be out. So you might
Beverly Hills.
Yes. If you're in Beverly Hills, yes, you might see someone. But now I do have to say this. Now New Jersey, we have a lot of people that live in New Jersey. Celebrities. A lot of celebrities that live in New Jersey, like Kyrie Irving living. He's from
Wendy
New Jersey.
Williams used
Wendy
to live
Williams. Kyrie Irving living.
What's her name again? Whoopi Goldberg was
Whoopi Goldberg, West Orange. Yeah. So there's a lot of people, celebrities that live in New Jersey, but you don't really see them because either they stay in their home, they live in a private community complex, big house, all that kind of stuff. Because we got a lot
gated.
Gated. We got a lot of mansions in New Jersey. We got a lot of mansions in New Jersey.
And people prefer
even
New
around
Jersey
the hood.
over New York.
Yeah, even around the hood. Even around the hood, like if you go to like West Orange and some parts of
West Orange is not a hood.
No, I'm just saying, even around, but it's close to it's not too far from East Orange and North.
Right.
Yeah. So like even in a lot of, even North have mansions, big houses. They have big houses in North, some parts in North. Yeah, some parts.
But I don't see celebrities living there.
They used to. That's why it was big houses.
Back then, yeah.
Back then, yeah.
Because I know, what's her name, Whitney Houston. Is from.
That was like an Orange.
Yeah, she
They're
lived
from
in East Orange.
South Orange North.
Whitney Houston lived in her home was in East Orange. Remember, East Orange has some
Orange, big houses.
mansions.
Yeah. No, but that's not gonna see celebrities, No.
And if you bump into one, I mean, unless you're like a
groupie.
Oh, can I get this? Can I have a picture?
Yeah.
You just let them be because they really want to try and be normal.
Yeah, they want to be normal. So you want to give them their space.
Yeah.
That's what I want to ask you. Would you like to be a LeBron James celebrity or a Bill Gates celebrity?
A Bill Gates, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was quiet.
One that doesn't bring too much attention.
He don't bring no. Don't bring too much.
But still be wealthy.
Still wealthy. That's the kind of wealth I want.
Everything is cheap. Like
Everything is cheap.
People would give you send you messages or for myself, send me inboxes. Hey, can you bring me that? Can you buy me an iPhone?
It's not cheap.
Excuse me. Can you buy me these branded whatever clothing items? Oh, I saw this big advertise and can you just get it for me and I'll reimburse you? So here's the thing, they thinking it in terms when they see like $99 in their minds they thinking it's 99 rands and forgetting to convert. Right now the dollar to the rand is I think 18. So you can imagine, so 99 times 18, that's the amount you're gonna pay. Not 99 rands, but 99 times 18. That's like over, let me see, 99 times. So 99 times 18, that's
1,700 rands. 1,782 rands. Over 2,000 rands. Almost.
And in their mind, the person's like, oh, you're paying like less than 100 rands. Mm-hmm. No, it's 2,000 rands.
2,000 rands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap in New Jersey. And I mean, it's not cheap in the US. Overall. Now, it depends where you live in the US. You can get cheap rent.
But things are still not cheap.
Yes, things are not cheap.
And also just remember that I'm earning in dollars and I'm living in dollars. So, I don't really see the difference. But if I'm earning in dollars and living in South Africa in rands, then I see.
Yeah, then you can see a difference.
Because now the currency rates, my dollar
will go along the way. And you can stretch your dollar. Yes, you can stretch your dollar. And other countries, yes, you can stretch your dollar if you live it in that currency, because you buying things in that currency.
You live in a different currency.
Yes, you live in a different currency. Yes, besides besides London.
Yeah, besides England and Europe.
Yeah, besides England.
Because the pound and the euro are higher than the pound.
So, and that's why a lot of people, when they make it, they move to the Virgin Island, or they move to
so they can live large
with the money that they have.
I think that we should do as well, honestly.
Yeah, cause like you said, a lot of people do that. They live like in DR. You can live on the beach with them. So I say, I got a maid too. Yeah. But yeah, you got have.
We have maids in South Africa, even if you're just middle class.
I know, but yeah, you can't do that. Not unless you're making good money in the U.S. It's expensive. It's expensive living in the U.S.
Cost of living is very high.
It's very high.
America.
The only thing that's
especially up north here and California.
And California and like Chicago.
Yeah.
But only like certain places you can get cheap rent in certain parts, or cheap mortgages, not really no more, not like Atlanta, Georgia going up now, but like places like maybe North Carolina, South Carolina, some of the Midwest.
This was my thoughts as well. I really thought that majority of Americans were black. I really thought this. I think because of the movies as well that we watch, I watch mainly black movies, and so in my mind, I really just thought, majority of Americans are black, and which is absolutely false.
You know what? I would say you are half right and half true.
No.
Yes, you are half right. I would say you half right. Yes. Now, of course, if you look on Google, it's gonna say majority white. But we don't.
No, this country is mainly white people.
No.
America is filled with white people.
No. You gotta remember, it was all about design. You gotta remember, it's not. It's majority black. Do you know why I said more blacks in America? Remember, we talked about this before. Black people just don't consider African Americans. You got Spanish, you got Asian, you got Indian, you got all the different people that consider blacks. You got Dominican, but guess what? At the nationalities, they separated. They're African American, Asian, Indian, such and such, this, but it's all they all black. But of course, they did that so that they would consider whites the majority in America, but they not.
So this is what Wikipedia says. All right, the estimation that was done in 2022, July 1st, 2022, I believe, by the census. Okay, so it says 75.8% of U.S. population is white.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big population.
That is a big population.
75.8. Non-Hispanic whites were 59.3 of the population. And then so black.
But guess what? If you put all this together, that's higher. You put all the people, because you gotta remember, it's only we gotta say, it's only two types of people in it. You either color or non-color. That's it.
Black is like 30-something%.
Yes, it's going down.
Black or African American. That's a lot.
I just told you that's African American though, the guy. That's for African American.
Yeah, but that's what we're talking about. I thought African Americans were the majority.
Okay.
I see Hispanics because they're coming in like Zimbabweans every day in America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hispanics, Mexicans, they're coming in.
They are coming in. They are
coming. My God!
But they still. But to me,
So here's the population breakdown. 75.5 is white.
White American.
13.6 is actually black and African American. 13.
Yes, that's the people though that fill out the census. Everybody knows.
American
all
Indians.
Black people don't fill out the census neither though.
American
Black,
Indians.
I'm sorry, hood people. And this is why.
Asians,
hold on. This is what messes us up though. This is why it messes it up.
Because this is actually the census.
Yeah, this is what messes it up though. Because in the hood, Black people don't fill out no census. We feel like don't benefit us anyway. But you need to fill out the census. Very important. This is how they know how to calculate who's who. Yes, how to distribute funds to you and how much the community make. And this is another thing too, because.
But then again, these people.
Another thing too, the government that also changed the radius of the zone. Of the zone.
Can I say this?
Okay, yeah.
The census people come during the day.
Yes.
And guess what? Black and brown people at work during the day. No,
not in America. They don't come. They mail it to your house.
Oh, they do knock at your door too.
No, some of them, but they mail it to your house.
They knock at your door, just that you never hear.
No, they don't. They do. They do, but they lazy. They don't really know. I don't think they.
You know, he likes saying things that are not factual.
I'm saying they do come to the door. Yes, they do come to the door. But I think in this area, they know majority of people at work, so they do arrive. They do mail it to you, and hoping that you fill it out.
I just take it and put it in the trash. That we should not do.
That we should not do. Yeah, but in the hood, this is why the census is off. So you can't really go by the census because there's a lot more black people than that because a lot of
counts.
It does. But it's more black people in the living
but then
area.
This was my assumption, and I know there's other people out there who thought, majority is black.
Remember, black people have a lot of children too, man. Come on, we have 5 and 6 and 7 children. No, Spanish too. Spanish is like black people. We all black.
They don't see themselves as black. They call themselves
not all Spanish people. But they black.
They don't say they're black.
I know. Brown. Not everyone. Not all Spanish. You're right. Some Spanish like, oh, I'm Spanish, but no, you black.
Okay, moving forward.
But Spanish and blacks is in the same family. If you're Spanish and you're black, you have a lot of children.
Moving forward.
But they black.
They don't say they're black.
I know. Brown. Not everyone. Not all Spanish. You're right. Some Spanish like, oh, I'm Spanish, but no, you black.
Okay, moving forward.
But Spanish and blacks is in the same family. If you're Spanish and you're black, you have a lot of children.
Moving forward, everybody that's black in America has been racially profiled.
That's not true, neither.
That is not true.
That's not true.
I have not been racially profiled, but I've seen people being racially profiled.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I do feel like I'm being racially profiled, to be honest, because like remember when I had the driving tickets, I was in a white area. And I'm the one who got pulled over, the only person who got pulled over because I had other white drivers on the road.
You know what? No,
I felt racially profiled.
They're right.
I was driving.
I think they're right. I think they're right.
I think
it's right. Yeah, that's a true myth. That's a true myth. I think
especially when you
every black people. Yes, I think every black person been racially profiled. If you guys,
I'm gonna say mostly.
If you've been stopped by the cops.
But white cops stop white people too.
No, but it's totally different when it's black people. It's totally different when it's
They would rather choose the black over the whites.
Yeah, it's totally different. Yeah, you've been racial profile. If you apply for it,
so we're incorrect with that.
If you apply for a job, you're gonna be racial profile. Why do you think we in our mind we always feel like we gotta work triple as hard as our counterpart. Why? Because we know we're gonna be racial profile.
You get racial profile if you're looking for a house in this country.
Yeah, even looking for a house. So yes, that's true. We are racial. It is.
And I think we mentioned this before.
That's not a myth. That's the truth.
Fact.
That's fact. Yeah, black
maybe
people.
it's a myth in a sense that like it's done literally, but they have systematic ways,
yes.
You don't necessarily have to be stopped by a cop. You don't necessarily have to be stopped by a Karen, but systematically the system has a way of profiling. Just like when you're going for a loan, going for mortgage, whatever, they have their way.
And that's another reason why black people don't fill out the census. Because they feel like, why would I tell them everything about me for you to racial profile me? So why would I write it?
So you're backing up on your word. People mustn't.
No. I'm for the census. You should, but I'm just saying that's another reason why people don't do it because they feel like if I do it, you're gonna racial profile me.
Yeah.
And that's why you should fill out the census because it does help especially like if you're in the
cities,
even
your hood. So
especially if you have a black mayor or whatever, they can't do nothing for you if you're not filling out the census. They can't help you. Their hands is tied if you're not.
Because less money is going to be allocated
to you. Yeah, it's going to be allocated to your state. And then what's going to happen? They're going to change that zona, and they're going to give them maybe more of that area when it should be less or whatever. So so it's very important that we fill out the census. But that's one reason why the racial profile is real.
So we'll agree that this is a fact.
It's a fact. It's a real. It's not a myth. It's a real.
Because sometimes it's done systematically.
Yes.
It might not have been stopped, but
it's.
And you have, even when you're applying for employment, you have, they tell you don't have to fill out this form. Yeah. If you don't, probably they're going to disregard your application. So you fill it out and it asks you your race.
Yeah. And that's why black lives have to matter before all lives matter. Because the racial profile is real. And so and we got to begin to see everyone as equal and where there's no racial profile. It will be tough because there's a lot of racists. Me not saying everybody is racist. Everyone's not racist. Every white person is not racist. We got some lovable white people who love everyone. So
you don't see color.
Yeah.
A person is a person.
A person is a person. But it is real. Yes. You can be racial profile, but me not saying everyone. It's racial profile. The sad part is because it's a lot of bad apples. You know, because they white, they get classified. We got some love. We got some white, white brothers and sisters who love everyone.
That it is safe everywhere in America.
That's not true neither. Now that's not true. It's not safe everywhere.
That's a myth.
That's a myth.
It is not safe everywhere.
It's not safe everywhere.
The fact that we don't because majority would say, but your houses are not fenced, because we have to have high walls, high fencing in South Africa, because yes, we all know crime is really high in South Africa. There is crime in America, but probably not as high in like South Africa, for example, because we do a comparison between America and South Africa. There are neighborhoods though that you do not
want to go
into because
you don't want to.
I even thought like in America, burglar guards, you don't use them.
Mm-hmm.
There are neighborhoods that use them.
Yeah, there are neighborhoods that have.
There are neighborhoods that have walls.
Yeah.
That have fencing. That have alarm systems.
They have alarm systems. Yes.
Because the crime rate is high. North, for example, is one.
Yeah.
It's a neighboring city from where we are.
But I do have to say this though. I think if you innocent, like even if you live in a bad area, they normally don't attack innocent people.
Criminals don't play that. Because remember people.
But I'm talking about you can walk down a block, yo. If you're not part of that lifestyle, then they know that.
You know what? You've been protected for too long.
I'm from the hood, so I understand.
Your hood wasn't that bad. You know why I'm saying this? Is that people who commit crime.
We bad. Church City is.
People who commit crime are majority people who are on drugs or who are trying to
quick fix. Yes.
So you think a person who's high wanting a fix is thinking about, are you a good person or
not? No. If they want
something,
they're
they'll come at you.
Now here's the thing too, right? Because where we at now, we have family members that even broke in and took some.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh yeah, we have some. We have family members. We had a family member. Yeah.
Your family.
Oh yeah,
What kind of family they got married into?
I'm saying they know they was trying to get high. They wanted to fix. So they know we wasn't gonna say nothing. So I don't think they broke in, but they sneak in. You leave the door open, they come in there.
And nobody will look at them some kind of way because
they know their family. Yeah. So they know but I think they don't. They know they won't do that. They know their family. So like, you know what? I'm a taster and. I like, I guess, barber just to get the fix or whatever. And then, they know, that family, they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing.
Families who are on drugs, who are addicted to something, that happens all over the world, where their first
it's the family, because they know the family is not gonna do nothing.
Or
even it's not safe. And even if you live in certain areas, it's not safe. But we see that with the police brutalities and different things. It's a lot of racist people out there, so everywhere is not safe.
But relatively, it is kind of. On that note, we want to say, if you enjoyed that episode, please do like, share, subscribe, comment below, tell us what you think, and we'll appreciate your feedback. Also, we would love for you to listen to this on our audio platforms as well. If you have not yet, please do tune in.
Yes, follow us.
Apple Podcast, your
Spotify, iHeartRadio. Yeah, we on plenty. It's a lot. Yeah.
Yes. And also,
whatever your favorite podcast you listen to, we on most likely we on, Yeah.
Also, we'd love to be your friends on social media, so you can follow me at @LadySiza1 on Instagram and Threads, or you can follow him.
Yeah, at Get Inspired by LJ. And yes, I am on Instagram and Threads as well.
Or you can follow us collectively at
Chilling with the Chaplins. Yes.
Yes, especially on what's this, TikTok. Please follow us on TikTok. I mean, come on, please get us there. And on that note, if there's nothing else we want to say,
we'll see you on the next video.
Hope you enjoy.
Take care.
Your weekend.
Yes.
Your week.
And your week. Take care. Bye bye.